Stafford over the middle. Davante Adams has his first catch and a first down for LA. Four-man rush. Stafford looking, throwing. It is caught by Nakua that time, right at the marker. They're going to put him right there, and they're going to give him a first down. But good to see him back in there today. On the opening drive, it's Williams darting through the hole, and a good run and a first down. 3rd and 2. It's Kyron Williams up the gut. First down and then some inside the 15. Rams have scored touchdowns on 8 of their last 9 red zone trips. Looking for another one. Is Stafford on the move? Throw. Hits Davante Adams. And he's going to be
good, solid football. What a drive to start the game.
Another 3 tight end set for the Rams. Kyron Williams left side. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
With the pass game, a load formation, all 3 tight ends on the left side. And there's no edge of the defense. Walks it in, standing up. And that's the advantage. You get those big tight ends. And they've done a great job of that this season.
Jones on 3rd down. Throws incomplete. Has a nice play by Stafford on 2nd down. Gets a man Parkinson wide open and an easy first down. A lot of space out there early for the Rams. There's Corum, right side. Big seam for Blake Corum. And he finally gets tripped up out to the 40.
Find that hole and run through it.
Another play action pass with Stafford all kinds of time. Zips one to Davante Adams. Makes the grab. And then is taken down, swarmed to the 35.
Receivers can get down the field. It opens up huge voids in the zone. And Stafford finds those so easily.
Here's Stafford throwing it out there in the flat. It has a nice little play here. And a big room for Xavier Smith. Blitz coming. Stafford kills the blitz. Gets it to Nakua. Breaks the tackle. Puka Nakua on his feet and in. Touchdown Rams.
Defense to get beat on, get a beat on anything, and they just got him in a blender right now. What do they cover? Now you got Nakua on the screen. They tried to blitz him. Stafford
Jones over the middle. George Kittle laying out and getting it. That's a good start and a first down for the 49ers. Yeah, he's kind of the Energizer Bunny for this team. Missed 5 games earlier in the year. They'd love to get him going. Here's Jones over the middle. Penalty flag in the secondary. Jennings makes the catch. He's got a first down if it holds inside the 40, but now we'll see the penalty. See that. All right, 2nd down. Jones, pressure in his face. Throws Jennings. Has the catch. And Joe lost the ball, and it's loose, and the Rams will pick it up. Cameron Kitchens with some blockers. Turnover, and the Rams have it after what would have been a big play. Cam Curl punched it out. 3rd and 6. Blitz is coming. Stafford sees it, unloads, is caught for a first down. Puka Nakua, who else? Down to the 40 he goes. Here's Kyron Williams again, and pretty big seam up the middle. Rams are getting some real traction.
I asked him, what do you love about that chess game? And he said, I love being right all the time. He loves figuring this out. TB, do you agree that's what he's doing?
Oh, yeah.
He's doing it here with Tyler Higbee catching the pass and inside the 10 for he gets bopped out of bounds. 2nd and goal here. Play pass. Stafford looking, flow. Oh, Davis Allen! Touchdown Rams! The 400th touchdown pass of Matthew Stafford's career.
Surprised that Allen came open. He reads the flat, he looks back inside, and he's just running for it. And then for some reason, the 2 defenders for the 49ers came out of coverage. There were 2-on-1 down here, and then they lose track of.
It's Jones over the middle. Quick throw and catch. Kittle breaking tackle. First down and barreling through Rams down to the 30. He broke right through Cam Kitchens, and he fires up this crowd. Pitch out here. 49ers give it to Brian Robinson. Gets around the edge. Robinson, who finally got some play time last week. It's hard to take Christian McCaffrey off the field. 4-man rush. Stafford floats one high and incomplete that time for Ferguson. He was open.
Like I said, inject a lot of life into their team and get right back into the game.
Second and long, no one open now. Fires, it's Jennings this time, who hangs on, and he's good for a first down. Jones looks, throws. Oh, he held on. Kittle held on for a first down. Penalty 2. Jones, pressure in his face, over the middle. Carr, touchdown, Juwan Jennings.
A lot of eye candy. Jennings in and out. It's end up max blitz, no help on the inside part of the field for Williams. Mac Jones sees it, lays it up in the air. And Jennings making up for that earlier fumble with a nice touchdown catch. And yep.
Right now, though, he faces a 3rd and 8. 4-man rush, pressure, throws, it's Davante Adams. Perfect strike for a first down as he goes up to the 47. It helps when you have Davante Adams, who's got 63 yards, and Puka Nakua's got 47. Now Stafford looking for Adams again, makes the catch, 2 feet in. It's another first down and a perfect throw from Stafford. 3rd and 10, pressure. Stafford floats one, it is, incomplete. Green had a chance to intercept it multiple times. 106 to go, 49ers down 2 touchdowns. Mac Jones has a man caught. Jennings hangs on with the big hit from Quentin Lake. And now the 49ers got something going.
2 timeouts, plenty of time. Thinking more field goal at this point.
Another good throw and another first down. 49ers a long way to go. 3-man rush. Jones gets it to Kittle. And shoved out of bounds. There you go. That'll do it. Halftime we go, Tom. 21-7 Rams, and it's time to get more stats with Geico. And that run defense you talked about, Aaron, holding San Francisco to 2.8 a carry. So they're going to throw it instead of McCaffrey. That works. McCaffrey first down and sprints away into Rams territory. Down to the 44. He's done everything. Bottom line is, especially with all the injuries, he's been amazing. Here, though, they give Robinson a chance, and Robinson gives McCaffrey. Well, Robinson stays in now. They're going to run it. Why not? He's got a little juice. Ryan Robinson getting this team going, and another first down. Pretty cool. McCaffrey back in. Mac Jones looks for him, throws for him. McCaffrey makes the catch inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal. Robinson breaks the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Big body, power back, one-on-one. There's Landman in the hole. It's all you can ask for on defense. And Robinson's still standing. They still haven't got him on the ground. One guy's got a shot.
Stafford. Bryce Huff coming after him. He sidearm zips one. Williams gets popped in. Blitz coming. Picked up. Stafford. Another sidearm throw to Higbee this time, who surges forward. Stafford throws. Nakua makes the catch, and he's going to have a first down. You saw why. So the conversion on 4th down. They're going to run it to Corum on the right side. Gets a great block. Blake Corum has another first down. 2nd and goal. Stafford looking that way, throwing that way. Davante Adams scores again. Touchdown Rams.
On that route. Just such a disadvantageous position for a safety. No fear throw by Stafford, and a great catch. Throws it away from the defender. Another touchdown.
All right, Mac Jones looking for his own answer. Throws underneath McCaffrey. He's got it on his feet, and going to give him 9. And it's been a heck of a rivalry ever since. Here's Mac Jones. A lot of time now. Floats one, and it is caught that time by Luke Farrell, who makes the catch.
Again, they've been a bit of a moving target, which allowed high efficiency today in this pass game.
Jones steps away from pressure, says go deep, I'll throw it to you. He does. It's Kendrick Bourne who makes the catch. And he's down to the 30. That was a pretty nifty play to hit Bourne for 20. All right, we start the 4th quarter. 28-14 Rams, but the Niners on the move. with McCaffrey. Decent hole, and then that closed up fast, and he's going to first and goal. Pressure up the middle. Jones in deep trouble. Got him. Rolls away, throws. It's going to be a touchdown. Luke Farrell scores. What a play from Mac Jones, and the 49ers inch back again.
Mac Jones, this is Farrell who ends up catching a touchdown. By the way, he doesn't even have a design route on this play. Everything is to the right side of the field. When Max holds the ball, he kind of looks around and says, yeah, there's a little green grass out here.
I'll take it.
Not quite expecting that in the walkthrough the night before the game, that you're going to be the receiving end on that play of a touchdown pass.
Farrell had no touchdowns first 4 years in the league, and this is blocked, and the extra point is no good. That's pretty big. Second down to Kua to screen. Gets a great block and a big move from Kua to get a first down. Rams without him. They bring the blitz again to the Niners. It's blocked. Stafford has a man. Ferguson catches this one. Down inside the 20. Ferguson, who's really come on after being inactive the first 5 games. Stafford play pass. Has a man open. Parkinson. He's got the catch. He's inside the 10, and it's first and goal for the Rams. Handoff. Williams is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And we get whistle. There's some little scuffle at the end, but the touchdown's going to count.
They just block out outside zone, and no one's even there. That's
pressure up the middle. Jones in deep trouble. Knocked away. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. The Rams pick it off and take over.
you as a play caller to dial in exactly what you want.
49ers come with the blitz. Stafford sees it, throws it complete. It's Higbee's got a first down.
One of the great offensive play callers in the game. They love the way this offense and defense is coming together. Now they got to straighten out their special teams.
Play action man wide open is Colby Parkinson. He walks in. It's another Rams score. Guess who? A tight end.
Is it National Tight Ends Day? Somewhere Gronk is in the studio just cheering right now. 3 guys, play action fake. He's got someone coming out the back door. Easy throw and catch. He's got a few easy ones today. I think the one to Devontae, a little bit of a no look.
And then hysterical at the same time.
Wow, he has been just a boss today. 49ers now need points. They need him in a hurry. They'll get Demarcus Robinson going.
When I was playing with Calvin Johnson at Detroit, so I'll let you watch this play.
Jones will go, and it's complete. Get a first down.
Game on the line, and he did that.
Here's Jones, second down. McCaffrey's got it. First down, out of bounds. He goes.
Good quarterback plays, keeping him in every week.
3rd and 7. Mac Jones throws corners. A man wide open. Kittle makes the catch. Dives for the pylon. Is he in? They're going to check. He is. Touchdown. Great effort from Kittle.
Progressions. Comes back late to Kittle. On the sideline, great control. Yep, he's in there.
In.
And the dive to the pylon.
How good is that, huh? How did he stop himself?
No, it's not easy to do when you're 250 pounds, that's for sure.
That was amazing. Jones throws, tipped, and picked off. Quentin Lake is going to corral. The 2-point conversion is no good. Morstead, the punter, is going to do it. Little pooch kick, and the Rams jump on it, and they take over. Oh.
Season long.
Run it here, Kyler Williams. You know, this is crazy to think, but I wonder if Sean McVay would just love to try a field goal here, just to kind of see how it works. Seriously, right? Yeah. They will give it up the middle on the run game, keep on pushing through
with their physicality up front, and just spread it around to their playmakers. Dealer's choice, and the Niners, again, decimated by injuries, but it's just the way it goes sometimes when you're on those sides.
The final score here today on a 4-touchdown day from Matthew Stafford, and a day where their offense had 401 total yards.